Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my weekly makeup basket. I am filming this on Monday, President's Day, but I do start my weekly baskets every Sunday. And I am trying hard to get better at putting them on Sunday, and I've gotten closer from getting off track. But let's just get into reviewing what I used last week, and then I will show you the new stuff that I'll be using this coming week, or the week we're in right now. So the first thing are primers. I had two primers last week. I had the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer, and the Dr. Brandt Pore No More's Luminizer Primer. I love the Tatcha one. I've talked about it before on here, so I won't say too much. It is great. I'm putting it back, but I love this primer. I have two sample sizes, and I will for sure buy the big size when I run out. Between this and the Bobbi Brown and the Hourglass, those are like my top three primers. So good. This primer I wanted to use because I have like 4 or 5 samples of it, and I feel like if I don't like it, I can pass it on, but I'm holding on to too many of them to not know. I did use it twice and wasn't totally into it, so I think I'm just going to declutter these from my collection, just because I feel like if I'm just not going to use it, then I might as well let someone else. The foundation that I used this week was the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream in number 23. This is absolutely great. I am so mad at myself for taking so long to try this. This is so good. It also has whitening properties in it, which I think is really neat, especially if you have redness or acne scarring or sunspots. I think this will help, and it won't hurt. But it says it lightens skin tone, visibly healing visible wrinkles and blemishes. I mean, it just sounds so neat, but I really like it. The coverage is amazing, and can't say enough good things. I would honestly keep this in my basket, but I really want to get through some more foundations, but I'll be going back to this one really soon. All right, concealers is still boring. I'm still using the exact same two, the Makeup Full Coverage Extreme Camouflage Cream and the J-Cat Beauty Stay Assurance Water Sealed Zero Smudge Concealer in Vanilla Bean. This one's in 03. This I'm going to keep in my basket. I've been using it for probably the last 3 or 4 weeks. 2 or 3 maybe. I'm not sure. The last few makeup baskets. I like it. It's just working out so well that I just feel like not switching it up right now. I'm going to put this back. I don't know how I should work. Okay, I can't use this under my eyes because it is too thick, and it's a very good at hiding spots or blemishes, and I'm just not breaking out very often, so I haven't been using it because of that. But I don't know if I should just leave it in my basket as kind of like with my eyebrow products, for if I get a blemish, then I already have it in there. Maybe that's what I'll do. This will be something that I won't continually bring up on my channel unless I actually use it. Like my eyebrow products, I don't like show you guys every week because that does not change. Mascara really doesn't change either. So I think I'm just not going to be mentioning this every week, but just know that it's in my basket as a staple for if I need to cover up a spot or something. What is next? Oh, powder. Unfortunately, I did not have a good, it didn't work out for me. So I bought this in my Ulta order like a month ago, and I got it because Kathleen Light said it was really good, a lot like the Makeup Forever, you know, the one they just came out last year that I own and I love. But this is very cheap, a much cheaper alternative to that. And I thought, oh, if I like that one, I'll probably love this one. And maybe I just haven't found the right way to use it. It made my face look very, very cakey. I used it like I used my Clinique powder, and it showed texture. It showed like a mustache. It was not flattering at all on my skin. I had mentioned to someone I was talking to that maybe I needed to use it as the foundation or over a CC or BB cream, but I did have the BB cream this week. So it was, I do think this is a little more for full coverage, but I'm not going to discredit it or discount it yet, but it's not like I love it like I do the Clinique powder. So I am going to put it back. Maybe if I figure out a lighter coverage foundation, I will pull this back out, or maybe as the spring comes along, my skin can change and not be as dry. Maybe it'll look a lot better. So I'm not saying it's bad yet, but I'm not saying I like it either. We'll leave it at that. All right, for bronzers, I had two. I had a cream and a powder. First is the powder. This is the Becca Capri Coast. Just a little sample of the little guy. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it is very orange, as you can see, I think just even here. It's a very orange color, but it is beautiful. But I feel like it would look better on me if I had a tan and wasn't so white. So I think I'm gonna put it back and pull this out maybe around summertime if I do get a little bit darker. I never get tan, but if I happen to, I would love to pull this out and see if it would just work better on a little bit darker of a skin, because it just kind of looked orange on my paler skin. The cream was the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick from Benefit. I am literally almost out of this sample size. I do already own the full size. I love this so much. This is actually what made me start loving cream contours. I would highly recommend trying this one over all of them. I just think, especially if you have a lighter skin tone, I think it just works so well. Amazing. Should I leave it in? I think I'm gonna leave it in. I wasn't planning on leaving it in, but I think I'm going to leave it in because I only picked one bronzer for this week, and I really want to just use this up. I mean, it's so close to being gone. Okay, so this week I only had one blush. It is the Buxom Wonderlust Primer Infused Blush in the color Ibiza. I love it. I highly enjoyed it all week. I think it is a gorgeous pink color. It worked just so nice with really anything that I wore. So I highly recommend these blushes. I know everyone probably already owns them and loves them. I think they are just so good. So if you haven't tried it, go try it, because great. Highlighters. Okay, I had the Jaclyn palette in my basket this week, and it just comes with it's very reflective, 4 highlighting colors. So pretty. I am in love with this color. Actually, this color, sorry. I usually look at it, you know, the other way. This color down here is my absolutely favorite color. It is just so pretty. Don't know why I did it on my thumb. I mean, it is just so gorgeous. I think this palette is great. Would I recommend it? Because it is a little bit expensive. If you love highlighters, I would say you would love it. If you are not really a highlighter, like you like to have choices, you probably could pass on it. But I think it is really good. I am very happy to own it. All right, so that is everything with face, right? Let's do eyeshadow. Okay, I have 2 single shadows. I have the MAC and Kid. Used it a couple times this week. I still really like it, so at least I know I want to keep it, but I'm going to put it back. The Larizzi Cosmetic Liquid Beam. This is going to be like my mascara or eyebrows. I'm just going to leave this in my basket every week. Not necessarily talk about it, because I just use it here and there just to kind of up my eye look, and I really like it, but I'm not really going to be switching it out. So I'm just going to leave that like those products in the box each week. I had 2 eyeshadow palettes. First is the IBY City Limits palette. I believe I called this something else in my weekly makeup basket, or I called it something in one of my videos. It wasn't the right name, so I don't know. So I used this twice this week, and I like it. I don't love it. I don't think it is bad in any way, but I do think that I thought it was going to be a little bit more neutral, and I had a really hard time getting a neutral look that didn't turn kind of like what I have on today, just kind of a brown everyday look that I can wear and feel confident and comfortable. I felt like most of the mid-tone shades are very orange, and I do love these bottom 3 colors. I think those are perfect. They're boring, but they are perfect. I love them. I didn't try any in this far row. I didn't try the green, but I did try this color here. I did try these 2 colors, these 3 colors, and this color. So I guess I didn't try these 3 and those. So I tried quite a bit, but I just wasn't in love. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I didn't fall in love with it. So I feel I'm left kind of wanting a little bit more. I think if it had a neutral medium toned brown in it, it really would have been blown out of the park. It would have been great. I just needed that one shade in it to make it work for me. Does that make sense? But I do think the quality of the shadows is good. They blended out super easy. They weren't patchy like I had found in a couple of Get Ready With Me's where I've been using a eyeshadow and realized it looked very, very patchy. It wasn't patchy. It was easy to work with. So I do think it is a great palette. I think I just need to figure out a way to use these colors a little bit easier for me and feel comfortable. All right, and then the best palette is the Natasha Denona Love palette. I love this palette. I think it is great. Kind of had the same problem with it as I did that IBY palette, but I kind of knew that going into this palette, and that's why I added that one. I thought it would help bring a little bit more neutrals in to wear with this palette, but it didn't do that for me. I do love this palette. I will say I've only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've only used 6 of the shades, and there's 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 15 shades. So I haven't really even hit a dent in trying all these shades or all these shadows. So I wasn't going to leave it in my basket for another week, but I think I am going to, since I did have 2 very neutral palettes picked for this week. I think I'm going to leave this in for another week. See if I can use some of these colors over here. I think are absolutely gorgeous. Like this one I want to use really bad. But I think, you know, just to kind of give me a little bit more color, but also see if, because the palettes that I chose this week are very neutral, if that will make this palette come alive a little bit for me. So it's not bad, not good, or not like, so I'm not totally in love with this palette yet, but I do like it. I do like the quality of the shadows. We'll have to go from there. Hopefully this next coming week will work out even better. So there's that. So I have lips. So I'm not mentioning my eyebrow products. Like I said, I am putting back my Shadow Sense and Candlelight. I've been using this as a lid primer, but I'm not really priming my lids in the moment. So I'm just going to put that back instead of leaving it in here. I did have liners. I guess I should have talked about those. I have the Bobbi Brown black ink liner. I'm going to leave that in my box, as well as the liquid liner from Milani. I'm just trying to use that up. I really want to get to those Kat Von D ones, but I don't want to open up and use one when I have that one. It's almost gone. Then I have the 3 liners that I got in my Boxy, I can't remember if it was Boxy Charm or Boxy Charm Premium, but one of them that I wasn't super thrilled with. I will say I have kind of a different opinion. I did use 2 of them. I didn't use the black one. I'm probably going to pass this to my daughter, who has been asking for a black liner, just because I know I won't use a pencil liner. I loved this cream color. I will say it goes on very dry on my hand, and that's what I was kind of complaining about. But when I use it on my inner corner, my waterline, it worked really well. It was actually very shocking. So I do like it. I mean, they're not my favorite. I definitely wouldn't go purchase them, especially for whatever the price was a little expensive. But I will use them. At least I can get some use out of them. But I was shocked that I liked it so much. So there are those. So mascara, I don't talk about. The liners, I'm not going to talk about anymore, because I'm just going to be leaving those in. The brow products, I don't talk about. I did put in this Eye Bright by Benefit. I love this. I think I use this in my Get Ready With Me. It just has it just goes on easy. It's very pink. It looks so good on the inner corner. It looks good on the waterline. I'm going to leave this in my basket kind of indefinitely as well. Alright, let's do lip products and then move on to the new products, because this is getting too long. The 24-Hour Glide On Lip Pencil in Naked. Didn't use it this week. Have had it in my basket for a few weeks, but I'm going to put it back since I'm not really pulling for it in the moment. I did have the Floss, my new favorite lip gloss. This has been in my basket for about 2 to 3 weeks as well, maybe a little bit longer. This is going to be a product that I'm also not going to mention every week. I'm just going to leave it in my basket indefinitely as the gloss. And I can add to it or not, but this is just an easy gloss to put on as I'm getting ready, or if I want to be really simple that day. I had 4 lip colors. One was just the Nivea Black Cherry Lip Care. I really like this. It gives your lips just the perfect little touch of color, and it's a chapstick, so it, you know, it's moisturizing. It's great. but going to put that back. I did try the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in, I think, Berlin, but I'm not positive. I used it in my Get Ready With Me, I believe. And if I didn't, I must have deleted that one because I did film one, I think, but I could have deleted it. But I did try it on. Not my favorite color. I think this definitely needs a lip liner to work, especially for me because I'm not totally steady. So I don't know, should I keep it or should I throw it? It's too old to pass on to someone, but it's a color that I probably won't ever pull. I don't know. I can't get rid of anything unless I absolutely hate it, and I didn't absolutely hate that, so we'll have to see. But I did have these two Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lipsticks in the color Lover and Savant. Use them both, really like them. They don't beat my color Revolutionary, I like the best, but these are very good. I do tend to like Lover a little bit more than Savant. It's just a little bit easier to wear, a little more pinker. This is has a little more warmness to it, but it is good. So that is everything in my weekly makeup basket for last week. Let's get in. The next part should be a little bit faster since I'm not doing any reviewing, just showing you what I picked and move on from there. So let's get going. So I won't be re-talking about the products that I told you I am leaving in the box. Like the eyeshadow palette, I said I was going to leave. The concealers I'm leaving for now. I'm not going to let you know I'm leaving them in because I've already told you. So those have already been put back in my box right now. Okay, so the primer that I'm going to use this week, the primer that I'm going to use this week is the No Pore Blem Primer from Touch in Sol. My friend loves this. She's the one that got me to get it. You can actually get it on sale right now at, I think it's still on sale at Ulta. So I'm excited to try that. The foundation that I chose to use this week is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is a longtime favorite. I mean, I love this. I just kind of wanted to go back to what I know and love since I've been using a lot of new stuff lately. So I'm using that. Can you guess what setting powder? My Clinique. I probably shouldn't even mention that anymore unless I change it because I'm not going to change it out right now. I didn't have a good, it didn't go well last week. Okay, and then for bronzer, I left that one bronzer to use up, and then I added this Laura Mercier bronzer in Ritual. It's a fairly dark bronzer. I've never really used it, maybe a few times a few years ago, but I've really just kind of kept it in my drawer, so I'm going to give that a try, see what I think. The only blush that I chose for this week is the Tarte blush in Energy. It is a blush that kind of changes with your skin tone, so I'm going to try that. The highlighter is the Dior Nude Air in 001. Absolutely gorgeous, just a normal champagne highlighter, and it's a powder. Then I wanted to throw in a liquid, so I got this Lucy Metalit, I don't know how to say that, 4-in-1 Radiant Face Gel. It can be a mask, a highlighter, a moisturizer, or a treatment. I'm going to be using it as a highlight for this week to see what I think about that. I got this in my Fashionista box. All right, are we only on eyeshadow palettes and lips? This was really quick. This is an easy, I'm just ready for easy products this month. So I chose these two palettes. Obviously I just decided to keep that other one in here, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Quad, which I love, but I'm not giving reviews. This is the Tom Ford in Coco Mirage Quad, which I love too. Okay, let's do lips and we are done with the video. So I have three new lip shades. They are all basically the same color, but I have two old ones. So the new ones is I threw in the Queen or Cuvine color that I got in a boxy something. It is a color Wifey. I'm gonna try that. I got these two new lipsticks from Physician Formula. They're in the Rose Kiss All Day. This one is in the color Love Letter. Is this one. This is a glossy one. This one's not a glossy one. This one is a velvet lip color. In the color, why I do. Oh, I do love letters. Oh my gosh. Could not find that for the life of me. Then I have the Bare Minerals Boss, their liquid lipstick, and then I also have Love Sick from Kat Von D. As you can tell, they're all pretty much the same colors, but I wanted things easy this week. I don't want to have any mess ups. I needed it easy. So that is everything in my weekly makeup basket. I know that some of you have asked for me to film my selection process, and I would love to do that. And hopefully soon I will. It's just where I store my makeup is rather dark, and it's in a black armoire, and then the containers, the drawers are black, so it's just very dark and hard to see kind of what I'm going through. So I do plan on redoing that and really soon. So hopefully once I do that, I'll be able to show you as I pick products. But for now, I think this is just going to work the best. Unless you guys let me know if you don't mind seeing that, how it's just dark. It's just going to be really dark lighting wise. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.